Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Under644 and this is Dungeon Defenders. For any of you who don't know, this game is basically like your pretty much stereotypical tower defense kind of game. Set up towers, let them destroy monsters. As you can see at the top right corner, can't really mouse up to it, but it says 223, 0 out of 223. That's how many enemies I have to fight, which as you can see are right there. Basically, goal of the game, don't let them get to the crystal in the middle, which I will show you in a second. Now, obviously, the thing that makes this a little bit different than most tower games is the fact that you can actually fight with them. You don't have to just sit back while your towers do all the work. You can actually go out there and fight too. It adds a nice little bit to the game. I mean, who really wants to sit there and watch their towers do all the work? Especially when you get to the point where they're pretty much doing everything for you. You really don't have to do anything. You can just sit there and watch. Now, as you can see, a bunch of varieties of enemies. The ones with bombs on their back, obviously you just saw what they do. They'll light the fuse on their back, and they will run towards your defenses. Now, I don't know exactly what their range is before they decide to do that. I don't know if it's random or if it's on the site of the barricade. I really am not too sure. However, what I do know is that they are probably the most devastating thing to your defenses, so if you can, later on, when you get a little bit more defenses, and doing along the lines of what I'm doing right now, the best thing you can do is take them out early. Now, this giant thing I'm fighting right now is an ogre. Pretty much, he is like the, I guess you can call it a general of these guys. He's extremely hard to kill. As you can see, he is doing a lot of damage to me. Real pain to try to fight. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and run away right now. Problem with them is that I am playing on a higher wave than really you're supposed to get to, but because I've played this game a pretty good bit on one of my other characters, I'm pretty good at setting up a good strategy to bring these guys back. So, by now I probably should have died in reality, but obviously I haven't. Now, one big issue I'm probably going to have is that once he gets to my defenses, I will probably lose. And if that's the case, then I'll show you the main menu. If it's not, then we will continue and I'll try to explain the best I can. So, if you look down in the bottom left, you'll see a blue kind of half diamond shape, and you'll see a red half diamond shape. Red, clearly my health, as you'll see by it dropping as he's attacking me right now. Blue is your mana. That pretty much controls what defenses you can put down, whether or not you can heal yourself, upgrade towers, so and so. Go a little bit over that more when I get a chance. It looks like I got him about halfway down, which is pretty good, but I have a good feeling that he will probably break through my defenses here shortly, or he'll kill me, one or the other, and then I will probably be screwed. So I guess we'll see. Oh, nope, he's following me. That's actually probably better that he's not going for my defenses. I can take a lot bigger of a beating than they can right now, especially at the low level I'm at. This sword, however, is fully upgraded. Now, the reason for that, I am new with this character, but because mana will carry over in the standard game mode for this game, my mana from my other character, which is pretty high level, is actually carrying over to this account. That's why you're seeing so much damage, even though I'm only level, I think, 3 right now. Now, the thing you're seeing at the bottom for this weapon is it requires level 6, and it tells me the stats of it. Currently, because it's a yellow box around it, it's saying it's probably about equal, but because it's for level 6 and it's not fully upgraded, it's probably going to be better later. So I'll take that and hang on to it. This one, level 6 again, and as you can see, it compares the stats to the one I have, which is on the right. It's better, but I can't wear it right now, so I'm not going to bother putting it on, obviously. And same thing with that. So, he did a pretty good number on me. As you can see, my defenses are pretty much screwed at this point. However, what I'm not going to do is I am not going to repair them. Now, you're probably wondering why, but the main reason is because if I were to repair them right now, they're just going to break next round anyway. That's pretty much the sad truth of the matter, is that my defenses just really aren't up to par right now. Now, in order for me to fix that, I need to get leveled up, like you see right here. Now, here's your level up menu. You can level up your equipment, which I'm not going to do now because that would be kind of pointless, especially at this low level, and I really don't want to cheat. I say cheating, it's not really cheating as much as it's spending the amount of mana I have in my bank, but I won't do that just because that kind of ruins the whole aspect of me telling you how to kind of get started in this game. I could easily put all this to the highest level and probably do a lot better, but I won't bother. I'll pretend as though I don't have anything in my bank, and then I'll upgrade slowly as I go. Now, you have hero health, damage, speed, and casting rate. Now, for him, casting rate translates to the swipes per second, or minute, or whatever it is. Down here, you have your defenses. Defense health, damage, area of effect, and attack rate. Now, those are pretty much self-explanatory, and these are your resistances that you have currently. These you cannot upgrade, they're just letting you know. Your fire, lightning, poison, and generic damage. That would just be your base standard kind of damage. Up here is my mana, the 80 out of 80. Sorry, couldn't really do much about that. 80 out of 80 is my mana right now, and my health is 352 out of 352. Now, that's what my peak is right now. Once I level up, that will actually go up, which you'll see in about a second. Now, for my sake, I'm going to put up damage, health, probably 2 on health, and then I'm going to do speed. The reason I'm doing speed is because he is slow as hell. So, now I'm level 5. I need 2 more levels for what I'm looking for, so I'll just go around and pick this stuff up. Now, I'm not going to show you every single drop I get because you'll see shortly that if I were to show you every single drop, we would be here for a very long time looking at them. It's a lot easier to sort them later when I'm in the store after I go back to the tavern, which is kind of like your home base. I can show you a bigger list of them. It's a lot easier to explain then how you sort them and figure out which ones you should keep and which ones you shouldn't. Some of them you won't even need to really look at. You don't need to go sorting through the things. Also, because I'm at my peak mana right now, you'll see that I can't pick up any more. Now, I can't even heal or anything. I could, again, repair the defenses and stuff like that, but there's no real point. What I will do in a second, however, is upgrade. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Sorry, guys. Anyway, upgrading, you have to have at least 100 mana. Now, I just got that with my last level up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So you'll see this menu, and this is what decides it. Now, the icon above, the little kind of private sign, tells you which one you're aimed at. So these would be my the bouncers, and these are my barricades in the back. Now, I'm going to upgrade these. I want the blockades to actually destroy themselves, because the spikes will do damage as well as repel enemies. So it's actually probably better off that I just go ahead and let the bumpers destroy. This is my first night, so I really didn't know what the bumpers did, so I was kind of curious, which is how I ended up getting them. I just want to know what they did, but they're nothing too special, and it's probably a waste of mana for me to upgrade them, being that they take a lot of damage, there's really no defense, and they're kind of slow right now. That I can fix later on once I get more levels, but for now I will probably stick away from trying to use them. Plus, once I get a slice and dice, which is a piece of tower that I will get, I think at level 7? Nope, 15. Okay, so I got a while for that. So, at level 15, I'll be able to get a slice and dice, which is significantly better than anything I have right now. So, I think I'm probably going to be better off just holding off for that. It makes a lot more sense as far as my mana goes, and it makes a lot more sense as far as defenses go, because I'm just going to blow everything on these barricades to do essentially no damage towards the enemies that'll be coming. I'm better off just fighting them on my own, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, most of the focus, especially with the ogres and everything, will come through the front, so obviously the front is going to be your main upgrade. If you have a lot of extra mana, I would spend it in these ones right here. As you can see, I'm already missing a bumper, and that was with me repairing them all the way up until this point, whereas the other two sides still have theirs. So you can see these are taking a lot more damage. So you want to stick to these guys for the most part in the beginning, and definitely later on, because later on you'll get a lot more enemies and they're going to cause a lot more damage. Let me just see how I'm doing on time right now. Alright guys, we're pretty much out of time at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here at the end of the wave. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.